Okay, looks like we are up on YouTube. We are on X/Twitter. We're about ready to go. Gonna do something a little bit different today. Instead of just recapping, I'm going to be doing some live trading. Let me just make sure everything is good to go here. It's like anytime you want to come on a stream, the internet, whatever, all of a sudden things just start slowing down, right? It's kind of weird. Okay, that looks good to go. All right, looks like everything is set. So this morning I did a little bit of trading and blew one account. So we're starting in a new account today, nice and fresh, good to go. In my second account, I did very well. So yeah, first trade wasn't a good one. It was a red drawdown, which led to blowing up an account. No big deal. Got a new account ready to go again, and then the other account that I did, that I traded in today, I did a really good trade in Apple. So yeah, that was a good one, and just we're back. Here we go again. This is a stock that I have a swing in. Viking Therapeutics. You can see here on the daily, Viking Therapeutics has been beautiful, running up. I love it. I love it. I love it. So my position is somewhere like in the $36 range, somewhere in there, something like that. We've been as high. I've taken some profit, but it's been as high as 41 this go around. So it's looking good. We're getting some retraction today. That's all right. I'm looking for it maybe to, let me get closer here so you can see it. And I'm looking, so, if we kind of just hang here, we're catching up with the 9 EMA. This is also the daily. We can go down. We can kind of stick in this $37 range. Even if we get down to 36, I'm okay with that. I'm still looking for a higher high to continue on with some continuation to the upside. So, yeah, as long as it does that, I will continue to scale out of my position and hopefully things will go well. It has been a red day, though, on the market. Holy cow. Have you been trading? Have you been watching the market as of today? Qs are down a little over a point or percentage. SPY up barely. I mean, just very flat on the day. But I'll tell you, the semiconductors, woo, 9% down for MU today. It is down 9%. Let me move over to a 15-minute chart for a second to show you. So, holy cow, yeah, MU just fell off a cliff today. But it's done this before. I'm honestly not too concerned. I don't have any individual stock in MU, but I do have a swing in DRAM, and that has been getting shellacked as well today. So we went down from 68 down to $65, and yeah, I'm just not overly concerned. Now, if this goes into tomorrow, and then of course we're off on Friday, if it goes into early next week and we just continue to sell off, then I'm going to be sad for my swing with DRAM. But other than that, a day of selling off, a day of some taking profits, whatever exactly is going on, I'm not overly concerned with. This doesn't scare me too much. Again, if we get a few days of this, yeah, that's not going to be fun. But I am like right on the verge of being profitable in DRAM. I've been profitable with it. Haven't really taken anything. Just want to continue to see what the semiconductor market brings. Because I just think there is more to give with stocks like SNDK, MU, SK Hynix, Samsung, all of the fun ones, right? All of the semiconductor market. So we'll see. But yeah, it's just been falling off a cliff today. My first trade that I took that blew up the account was in Marvell. Not going to give like I said, I'm not going to give a full recap, but my first trade was a Marvell account where I averaged into the position, and I was technically actually right with where it eventually came down to, because I was short. I was going short, and I continued to average into the position. But the thing with Trade the Pool is the account will reach a certain number that if it looks like you're even going to be losing the trade, it will just stop you out when you reach a max amount. So because of that, I was exited from my trade, even though I actually didn't even make any executions. So kind of a bummer, because after a few bucks more of going higher, Marvell crashed, and I would have been in some sweet profit. But that's okay. I live to trade another day, and here I am trading again with you all. So Power Hour about to start. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. Hope things are going well for you. Do I want to look at Marvell? I don't know. I'm kind of sad from earlier about what happened. But it looks like we are taking off to some extent. This is now the 1 minute chart. Wiki here on top. This is the low of yesterday, 275. And this is the 200 EMA that it's trying to reach up to. What I want to do, though, before I get into a trade is I would like to identify direction. Since I might be willing to, I probably will, average in on some of my position at some point. I just want to see, is this a good direction to go to? So it looks like Marvell has been going up, hit a low today of 272, bounced from that 272 trigger, and has made a ways to go. Oh, wow, 276. So $4 in just the past 10 minutes or so for Marvell. So gonna watch some of the price action here for a little while, guys. I'm not too anxious to just bounce into a trade right away as soon as Power Hour starts. I would like to identify direction and where I think things are headed before I get in. SpaceX, I'm gonna take a look at that. SpaceX, man, it's getting shellacked today too, down negative 7% on the day. But are we maybe making a comeback here? Is this, look, we've dipped down. Again, this is similar to Marvell. We made a low of 156. We're coming back up to this 50 EMA. We tap on it. Are we going to go back down for some lower lows? We will see on that. We'll see on that. Wanted to give a shout out as I'm trying to figure out when I want to trade here. Just some other channels that I keep up with, that I watch. Obviously, I work with Trade the Pool, great prop firm. If you're interested in trading not your capital, but someone else's capital, and making trading way less risky, right? Because the risk is always, if you're trading with your own capital, that's on you. You could lose money every single day in the markets. But if you're trading with someone else's capital, like Trade the Pool, it is so much better. You can go long, you can go short, you can keep 70% of the profits once you pass the eval stage. So check that out. I have a link in my description, and it'll take you to the website Trade the Pool. There's different accounts you can look through. If you have questions or comments, let me know. But all that to say, and look, as I'm talking, SpaceX is falling. I'm almost wondering the direction of this. I'm wondering if we are going to be faltering here the last hour or so of the market. We kind of gave ourselves a nice push-up, and I'm wondering if maybe this will actually be a slide back on down to further continuation of the downside for the day. We'll have to keep watching this. But one channel, another channel that I really, really like to watch, someone that I'm learning from myself, is the channel. Just want to make sure I get the channel name correct on here. Day Trading for Success with the Professor. This guy, he gets on twice a day, I think, usually every day, and really enjoy his humor. First and foremost, obviously, he's been in the markets for a long time. He knows what he's talking about. I really enjoy the Professor. He actually reminds me a lot of my wife's late grandpa. So when I hear him talk, I just start smiling, and I really enjoy his wit and his sort of comedy as he trades. He's not a comic. He's not joking the entire time, but he's a really fun guy to follow. And if I'm not able right now, obviously he's doing Power Hour. I'll watch him this evening, tonight, before I go to bed or whatever, just to see what he did, how he traded, what he traded. We trade similar things. He's a large cap trader for the most part, it seems, at least during the day in the morning hours. So wanted to give a shout out to him and just say, hey, thanks from afar. Really love your channel. The other one was a sweet gal that I talked to. We kind of went back and forth in the comment section the other night, and her name is This Old Bag Retires. This Old Bag Retires. It was, I went over to her channel because she was giving some props to the professor and learning from him, and went to her channel. Her channel's pretty new, and she's really got a lot of great content, a lot of great information on there. And again, great sense of humor. These are people that in life I would just love the chance to meet at some point, and if it's just online, cool, that's great. But some of these people really seem like the real deal out there. And, the trading community can be lonely. My wife trades, as you guys have seen. My son also trades. So there's always someone in my life that I can talk to about trading, trade the pool. I talk with that group almost every day. And so that's great. But as you guys know, the trading world can be a lonely place, and there are really great people in the trading world. So, of course, I would appreciate you guys subscribing, watching me. But check out the Professor, Day Trading with Success, his channel, and This Old Bag Retires. Both of those channels are great, and they are a lot of fun to watch. So, all right, let's get back to trading. That was a basic infomercial that I'm not being paid for at all. Nor do they know me, nor do they know I would, bring them up on my channel today. So, okay, well, looking at SpaceX here, this is tempting. This is genuinely tempting. I think we're gonna maybe move to the downside, and that's just what I kind of wanna see here. Where are we at? 157. 156 is low of day. Okay. I just feel like we might be moving to the downside. 25 seconds on this candle. We're continuing to move. I might want to start a position. Let's wait until... Okay, I'm going to tell myself this out loud. This is for me. I must wait until this candle closes. I want to see what this candle does when it closes here. And I'm thinking short. I'm thinking of going short here. We are kind of touching the 9 and the 20. Okay, I like that. What are we doing? Okay, we're pushing up. This is where we're kind of choppy. It could go either way. You don't want to just jump right on in and say, okay, I know exactly the direction that it's going. And here's the other thing too. My sentiment is bearish. Okay, this thing has been bearish all day. It's going to go to the downside. I could be wrong though. This thing could flip. It could go bullish, or we could consolidate. We could kind of just stay in a really tight range for the rest of the afternoon. So I want to continually watch what this is doing. Apple's having a better day today, up over 1%. That has been down for several days. And Amazon up over 2%. That's interesting. Amazon was a stock that I have traded before, but it's been a while. I've actually swung Amazon a couple of times. Don't day trade it too much. I just don't really care for the price movement, or at least in the past. Don't care for the price movement. And I'm not really caring for the price movement right now here with SpaceX, to be honest with you. I just feel like we are kind of getting ourselves in a zone, and we're going to need to break out. Now look at... This is, okay, so we were tapping the 9, almost like we were going to retract and go up. You see that right there? Look at that. So maybe my sentiment of bearishness is wrong. Maybe it's wrong. We might be moving to the upside, at least temporarily. Could be. Let's see where VWAP is. VWAP is, I'm going to move my... Wow, we are way below VWAP. VWAP is this orange line right here. And let me get it a little bit closer so you can see the candles a little bit better. There you go. Yep, now we're moving above the 9. We're moving above the 9. I'm flipping my thesis from bearish to bullish. at the way that this is moving. Because we're staying above the 9 pretty well here, and they continue. The lows are not continuing. The bears are not able to just pull this thing down, almost like we're setting up a floor. See this here, these wicks, these long wicks here. I almost think we might have a floor down below. We did move up here, long wick down. Bulls couldn't hold. When we tap this 50 EMA, this green line coming down here. Wow. Yeah, this is one of those that I really can't call at the moment. I mean, it's just almost sideways until something breaks, and it needs to break with clarity, because I don't see clarity here. I'm going to take a look at INTC. We're down 8% with INTC today. Chart looks a little similar here to SpaceX, the way that it's come back, hit the low, come back up. Now we're in some consolidation. How much more room? Wow. We are far from VWAP. This thing really fell off today. Really fell off. Breaking the 9. To go to low of day is about $2. We are below the 9 now. This could be a good entry to go short. Could be. I kind of like it. Oh. And we're going to get a silly dialog box up here. No, we're not. Cool. All right, so we're in the trade. We are in the trade. Just 10 shares, though, to start. 10 little baby shares. If the position pulls away from me, I'm going to scale in a little bit. Come on, you want to break, you want to go down. There you go. There you go. Okay. Kind of wish I just had done more shares, because it's gonna take a little while to actually get into some serious profit with just 10 baby shares. All right, let's okay, I like that. I'm gonna buy some more. 10 more shares. Okay, so now we're in 20 shares. $20 shares short. We're flailing above the 9. Below the 9, pardon me. And we're between the 9 and the 20. And it just pushed up. I'm going to average in one more time. And it's continuing to ride. That's okay. That's okay. We've moved the average price that we need it to go down to be in profit. We're in 30 shares. So now we're below the 9. We're below the 9, 30 shares. And it's pushing up. What's SPY doing? I see this is where I need to... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so it just fell quite a bit. Come on down. Not much profit, honestly, to take. I wish I had taken more shares. I wish I had taken more shares. Man, why didn't I take more shares? What is SPY doing? And QQQ. Q still down. Okay. So, all right, that's a $4 profit. Not too much. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have enough shares to honestly really get out of this position. I should have bought 50 shares just almost right up front. At least 40 or 50 shares. Because at this point, I mean, if this would need to pound down for the trade to really be worth it. With the cost of actual, having to actually trade. Okay, that's $6. I will take some there. So, buy market. If we flail down, I'm going to scale out just a little bit. Tell you what, let's just get a little bit of money. Let's get a little bit of money. I like that. Okay. And let's get a little bit more money there, and then I'm going to set a stop loss just right here, so that way we have some more. Okay. Now, with what this trade has cost me, I'm actually losing money. That's why I needed to do more shares. I could almost break even if I just do this. All right, so that tapped me out of my position, and that was a... All right, not much. Good, good on the first trade, I suppose. A couple of bucks. Yeah, let's see what it's going to do now. Let's see. If we pound on down, I'm going to add more. I'm going to do more shares next time. I do trade INTC, but I typically use larger share size. Typically, I use larger share size. Interesting. Is that the move on down before we start moving up? Definitely broke the last two candles here. It's a lot of buying going on there for that last minute of that candle. Now we're just hanging on the 9. Are we going to push up? Are we going bullish? If we can get past the 200, I'm thinking we might be bullish here. We might be bullish. Let me see some price levels here. We've got hung up here a few times. Take a look at this. 128.54 is a place to get that has been getting hung up, and then we have fallen. So my question is, if we this might be a place that does just get hung up and starts falling to the downside, just based on the historical data that I can see from the last hour or so, where it reaches kind of this level of 128, say 50. Somewhere around there, and then it starts coming down. That has happened now several times where it makes this mark and then it cannot get over. Are we busting through it? 128.54. This is about where I would expect it. If it's going to be bearish, this is where I would expect it to start falling. Just below the 200 EMA. So if we're going to go bearish, I don't think we're going to get above here, say to 128.65. If we do break that, then maybe trend is starting to go into a more bullish direction. If we break it and hold it, let's see what this is going to do here. This is actually a very interesting, perhaps decision candle for INTC. If I was betting, I would say, if I was a betting man, which we all kind of are when we're trading, we are making some probabilities and bets here. This thing might break and fall here. Now, watch it explode. There we go. See? There you go. It's starting to fall. This is where it starts cracking. I almost want to sell here. I should have done it already. I'm really not a bull today. I'm really more of a bear. The way this thing has been moving, I really think we have more potential to fall than go back up. Do I want to try it? I'm going to see what this candle does. 1 second to close. We close red. I'm going to get in there. 20 shares going to the short side. 20 shares going short. Let's see what we do. It's definitely fighting. Definitely fighting. Pushing down. There it goes. Starting to fall. Starting to fall. Starting to collapse. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. Give me some more. All right, we're in profit. We are in profit. But my mouse battery's low. What perfect timing is that? Mouse battery low and I'm trading. Yay! Oh, please. Does it say very low? It does. It says very low. Oh, honey, if you're watching, come and bring me a mouse. I have one upstairs. Bring me a mouse, please. Be nice if I could plug in while I'm still using it. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. I think I want to average in right there. Let's do it. So we averaged in. I'm going to see what this one does. Hopefully we break here. I have 30 shares to the short side. Touching that 200. Touching that 200. There we go. There we go. No, maybe not. Maybe it's going to come back up. The Bears and the Bulls are fighting this one out. Holy cow. There we go. All right. As small as this winner is, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit off, and then I'm going to run my stop, and we're just going to make a little bit of profit. Look at that. That's great. That's great. Okay, cool. Now we're in profit. It's not much because we just don't have many shares, but we are in a nice profit here. I'm just moving my stop loss down. So if the candle retracts, and at a certain point it'll just take me out of the trade. So I think it will flail up at a certain point here. It'll probably stab up. Watch, boom. Yep, that's exactly what it did. And wow. So net only $5 there. Today's fee is $7.50. So the key to that is this. This was a good trade. It needed to be larger share size. That's what it did. I'm a little leery to jump into a trade, guys, because I need to. I'm going to put my mouse back on a charger here, and I guess I'll just talk for a few minutes because I do not want to be in a trade, and this will probably be the trade to stay in here. I wish I was in this. I think we might have some more room to the downside. Watch this thing go down. Yeah, I do not want to be in a trade where my mouse goes out completely. And then, oh no, I can't get out of the trade, because that would stink. Has that ever happened to you before? Have you ever traded and all of a sudden your mouse, your power, or something went out, and then you're going, oh shoot, I'm in a trade. I'm going to have to hop on the app and try to get out of this trade as fast as possible, because that's when you know, like, it would just be a stroke of luck if the trade goes your way, right? Because it feels like as soon as you're not able to manage the trade, all of a sudden it feels like the whole world's going to turn against you. All right, so 2 baby wins this afternoon. They're baby wins. I honestly thought I was going to get a little bit more, even from 10 shares, but INTC's kind of like that. You gotta use larger share size. And with this new strategy, honestly, that I'm employing with just saying, hey, I'm willing to average in, I don't want to take a catastrophic or huge loss and take a daily loss and then get kicked out or anything. So my goal is more for learning than it is for profit at the moment. So it's profitable to learn and to learn by doing. So that is essentially what I'm doing with the live stream today, is just testing out this new sort of averaging in, if I need to, strategy. And yeah, I don't want to take a massive loss, and I'm willing to just to take these tiny little baby wins as opposed to what I'd rather be taking, $50, $100, whatever. And even for some people, I realize that's a baby win for some. But hey, I'm willing to do $50, $100 a day, because that adds up over time, and then you increase share size, you get better. Before you know it, you're a multimillionaire living on an island, living the dream, baby. All right, I'm taking the mouse off the charger, and I am going to look for something else to trade, hopefully. MU, I'm going to look at it. I am not going to trade MU, especially with my new little flashy, to me it's flashy, little averaging in strategy if I need to, because MU will take me out quickly. Should take me out to a woodshed and take me out. It won't be good. It won't be good. Okay, let's take a look. SMH, what are you doing, SMH? Is this a ugly W pattern, maybe? Perhaps going to the upside, SMH. I think it might be. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Are we going to break this and go further to the upside? Let's see. So 626, we're right at that mark where if it's going to fall, it's going to fall. If we go long, this thing might turn bullish and it might be beautiful. We're also very extended from the 9 and the 20. I'd be very careful on going long here, just in case it fails. Just in case it fails. Oh, look at that. Nice move to the upside there for SMH. And at this point, I don't want to chase it. But it's pretty. It's pretty, like the 4th of July coming up. It's pretty. Look at it go. 627.23 and more. Ooh, that would have been a good long. That would have been a good long. I would rather have gotten it touching the 9 or tapping the 9. But man, nice. Okay, it did do the W thing. It did move up, and it's trying to retrace back to, trying to get up to VWAP here. Trying to make a nice little pretty VWAP move. And the question will be, from VWAP, what do we do? Do we fall? Does it break VWAP and continue for some more? Sometimes it's nice just to be a spectator. It can be just as entertaining trading as it can be just watching. At least that's my experience. Netflix up today. Man, Netflix has taken a beating for a while, but it's up over 3% today. Archer Aviation. Gosh, I want that stock to eventually take off. Archer just needs Elon to tweet and say something about Archer Aviation. So Elon, if you're listening, if you're watching, just, say Archer's a great company. Do what Donald does, right? Do what our president does. Just call out some call letters and say, hey, I believe in Archer Aviation and the future of the, the eVTOL, whatever it is, eVTOL industry. I believe that we're going to have flying buses and cars and all these things, all these drone things that can fly around and create a whole new market and industry. And Archer Aviation is going to lead the way. In fact, I, Elon Musk, am thinking of buying out Archer Aviation and combining it with the power of SpaceX. That's all I need you to say. Just say that. I'll benefit from the short squeeze. I'll sell most of my shares. And I will get out of this drawdown that I'm in with Archer Aviation, because that would be beautiful. I would love that. Looks like SMH is not going to make it to VWAP here. Looks like it's going to falter and fail and maybe move and push down. At least catch up with the 9, which is the blue line here that my cursor is on. If it catches to the 9 and we hold, maybe we'll consolidate and maybe push back up. But if not, is that all she wrote for now with SMH to the long side? It might be. Let's see. What else can I trade right now? AMD is kind of a scary stock. I don't know if I want to trade AMD. Look at that, though, on SMH. Obviously, a lot of these patterns are the same. In the similar space. So, yeah, AMD looking a lot like SMH at the moment. And we're tapping the 9. Tapping. Are we falling? Looks like we might be falling for AMD. I mean, I'm not falling for it like it's a girl or anything, but it's falling. It's falling on the charts. It is faltering on the charts, but take a look. Is this just a higher low? Is that right? So you got this little guy here, wick, and you got coming up here, or are we? Need to look at the patterns here a little bit. You can't always go by patterns, but they do help. And another call out, that's where I would say look at Day Trading with Success's channel. He's got a lot of pattern chart books and things that are pretty helpful. So again, another shout out to the professor, because I've gotten a lot of good usage and value out of his channel. And if you go over there, especially if you're a new trader, you will really enjoy him and get a lot of value. Not just enjoy him, but you'll get some value out of the professor. He's a very adept at calling certain chart patterns and certain things before they happen. He's not always right, which also makes it entertaining, honestly. Just like I'm not always right, and no trader is, but he's very transparent with just trading right in front of you. And so when he loses, hey, he loses, right? And then when he wins, he wins. And you get to see that. So we're not talking about some YouTube guru that says, hey, look, I just made $1 million. And if you follow me and buy my course, like, whatever, dude. I guess there could be legit people like that, and good for them. And the professor's successful, and he does make good money. But I've also seen him lose. And honestly, that's a learning experience, because you don't learn from your wins. I'll just say that. You get excited, but you learn more from losing and what not to do, so then you win more eventually. Now, AMD's crashing. This is, as I'm yapping, AMD's crashing. Should have gotten in for the short. Where are we going to? Is there support here at 547? Let's see. Where are we going? AMD, where are you going? Tell me, so I can figure out what to do. I want to know, should I short you? Going back down to low of day from yesterday. The low is 546. The low of today is 543. So we might be going back down with AMD. Might be traveling south. We're traveling south with AMD. I am not going to get in a trade with it right now. How's the spread? 540. Don't really care for that spread. With every tick, it's a little different. So I'm trying to gauge what the spread is here. It's not terrible, but it's not really great either. It's like 20, 30 cent spread. I would rather it be a little bit closer. So if I go in market, it won't give me the best fill. As opposed to, say, selling the bid or selling the ask. Wow, should have gotten in. Because this thing has some juice to go to the downside. 543 is the low of day. 236 on the time. Ooh. Yeah, we're way below the 9 now in the 20. We could break and go further to the downside, but man, it's tempting. It's calling me, but I just don't think I should answer, because as soon as I get in, that's when the reversal will happen. And this is where traders sometimes, people, and I do it too, when you chase, it doesn't always go your way. Now, I'd rather see this thing push up a little bit, get in, and then falter as it's faltering, start essentially profiting from there. So this candle, see how that faltered there? If I was going to get in, this almost would be the time. See that? More moved to the downside. That would have been a nice little trigger point to actually get in. But since I didn't take it, you miss all the shots you don't take, right? 545.82. I don't know, because this thing could reverse on me, and that would be sad and scary. And we have a lot of profit today with this account, don't we? Not really. We're not protecting too much of a lead here. Ooh, look at that one. Wow, that opened up. There is a hefty move in between here and here. So 545.70 and 545.43. Ooh, Ooh, what's it gonna do? AMD is already down 6% today. Is this a pivot point that turns back and starts moving to the upside? See, that's the reason why this is why I don't want to go in long, because I could be wrong about that completely and we could move further and make lower lows. But I also just look at it and say, I don't really know at this moment. Look at that, see? This could be the pivotal candle that moves us back to the upside, at least temporarily. Or are we going to fail here at this point where we ended yesterday, which is 546, close of 546.23? Yeah, that's interesting. So that candle is trying to get above this one. I don't know. I almost just want to say, hey, throw caution to the wind, get in. My sentiment is bearish still, but is that because we went down so far before? Right? So from here, I mean, it's been bearish now from 552. That's a lot of give back. 545, 545. Yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? Oh, for those that actually don't know, if I do random crazy voices, it's because I actually am a voice actor. For those that don't know, I've been a voice actor for the past 7 years. I do a lot of cartoon characters. I should have gotten in this. I should have my sentiment was bearish. Whatever. I do a lot of cartoons, do a lot of audiobooks. I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm actually sitting in the studio where I do all my recordings as well. So, been doing voice acting for a long time before I became a day trader. I've been a voice actor for quite a while, and I love it. I love it. I still do it to this day. Doing a few hours ago, I was in the middle of an audiobook for a client from Audible. So, I do love doing audiobooks. I love cartoon characters a little bit more just because you get to have some more fun. But audiobooks are bread and butter. I enjoy doing those as well. Okay, so AMD, what are you doing? What are you doing, AMD? 544.71. We're still well below the 9. Of course, if I get in right now and I short it, you know what it's going to do. You know it. Goodness, it's tempting. I might just have to go away from this stock because it's calling out to me to get in. And the low of day, we're already at almost 543, which is low of day. As much as I want to say short, my sentiment is to say don't do that. If you're going to do anything, go long because this thing's going to reverse. Could be totally wrong. And that's where I go, do I want to risk it? Do I want to risk the potential loss that might be, unless this thing is going to move further and further to the downside, which it appears to be doing. Is it going to flail and fall? All right, let's take a look at this candle. Now I'm 10 shares. I might go short. Shares. Is this going to break? So it's starting to break this candle here before. If it breaks and holds it could end up being a bullish trend that starts. And again, that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of a bullish trend starting right when I get in, when I think it still might have some room to the downside. Didn't break that candle. Didn't break that candle yet. Huh. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting. All right, now it's starting to break the candle over here for this one. Starting to move up, 545. I wonder, are we going to pivot? At least until we get to this 9 EMA. Right here, this little blue line. Or maybe we'll just fall and crash and make a lower low for the day. Maybe we will. Let's see. The volume candles help me a little bit. Looks like we're not getting as much selling with the volume candles. We got a little more buying. Okay, so look, now we're pushing to potentially an upside move. We're still below the 9. Yeah, this is where I look at and I go, is the recovery coming? Or is it just sort of a catch-up for a minute and the shorts are taking a breather and then they're going to just hop right back on this again? This made an interesting pattern. So it goes up a little bit, falls. We go up a little bit and we fall. Are we making a floor or are we going to continue to fall? That is the question. That is the question. It's like I know better than to get in right now, but I want to. Wiki here. Let's just wonder. What are we doing? AMD. Oh, look at that. It's pushing. Pushing for more to the downside, perhaps. I'm just hesitating. $544.22. It doesn't want to go lower than that. At the moment, at least. Are we making a floor here to start coming back up? That's the question that I have. Getting close to 4 o'clock, so I don't know if I want to take any more trades, to be honest with you. This has been fun. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you all had a good trading day. But I just don't know if I want to take another position right now, being so close to close. Ooh, INTC really fell off. Wow. Wow, that one really fell. DRAM fell pretty bad. SOX L. Dang. This one's down 17%. Woo. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, it was in the sector that I trade in. The markets bled today, for the most part. They really did. All right, SPY is literally flat right now, flat on the day. QQQ down a percentage point, 1.34%. And I'm going to look at AMD one more time. Looks like we might have broken that. Yep, we did. Making this new low a day coming up. We did. Wowzer. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my very, very baby win, and I'm going to walk from here to trade another day. So hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow on Jesse Trades.